These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment. Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you indulge me with a tale? I would be glad to hear of Svartalfheim.
I would not tell it half as well, but his favorite was a fable, to remind us to find meaning in our deeds and not in how others think of us. Svartalfheim was not short of legendary dwarven blacksmiths. Everyone has heard of Ivaldi, of Brukker and Sindri. But this tale is of a stonemason. He lived as far south as he could, where Gulnamar meets Svanfinn. His workshop sat upon the shoreline. Obsessed with glory, his love of masonry had all but died. He scoured the shore, seeking precious stones washed up from other realms. Then he saw it. Something beautiful, glittering, shimmering across the water, upon an island he had never dared travel to. He hastily built a boat, working long into the night. He set sail and found many rocks that sparkled and dazzled upon the island. He cried out in joy. To craft anything from such stones, he would be remembered for all time. Then he felt a sudden sting on his foot. Then another, and another. His eyes adjusted to the dark. So consumed was he by his desire for renown, he failed to realize he had walked into a nest of snakes, until it was already too late. And so, clutching the stone that sealed his fate, there he died. Remembered, yes, but only for his folly.
Fine tale, Tove, and well told. Sven would be proud. In every great story there is truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Svartalfheim, in the place they spoke of.
Good day, my love. What happened yesterday? You and Sigurd disappeared during the feast, and when he returned, he went straight to our room without a word.
We talked for a time. I asked many questions, but got few answers. I wish I could say more.
Do you think Sigurd knows? About us?
I don't think so. He would have said something. Sigurd wants to blame me for every mishap that has befallen him. but gives me no credit for his rescue. I don't understand.
Yet he does speak with you. With me, he has gone totally silent. So, what now?
This is for Sussex. We burned it to the ground to save one man. Yet he's barely the man we were searching for.
Quite so.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment. I want to see the Alliance map. What of Essex?
We received a summons from the Elderman and his Lady of Colchester, requesting you specifically for a matter of great secrecy.
Foreboding. And who is this Elderman? One of King Alfred's lackeys.
According to my scouts, he is a man who cares more for his own indulgences than the safety of his people. Approach with care.
I will leave at once.
An alliance in Essex would be invaluable, but go with caution.
Petra.
Eivor, how are you?
I should go. Let's talk again soon.
Hey, hold on you!
Basim, have you spoken with Sigurd lately?
We talk from time to time. Why?
Have you noticed any change in him? Any loss of happiness or feeling?
He appears to me more thoughtful, introspective.
Thoughtful? That seems an understatement. He speaks as if he hears the voices of the gods whispering in his ear.
We live in a strange time, Eivor. Among stranger people. Sigurd may be among the blessed. But who can say for certain?
Indeed.
Vorungur okkar frækin!
Off we go. No raising the sail here. Let's have a song. We need an epic tale.
Here's a tale to tickle your sides. Winter before, I was drinking in Stavanger with some companions. With us in the mead hall were men of Bard Jarl's clan, one of which was a poet named Halli, called sarcastically by most. 7 ale horns into his night, Halli stood upon his table and called across the room to another man, a skald named Tjodolf. Tjodolf, he yelled, I can compose a more beautiful poem with my belching than you could with your tongue and fine words. The room laughed. Tjodolf loudest of all. I accept your challenge, sarcastic Halli, he shouted. Allow me to begin. Tjodolf then spoke this verse. Sad Halli drowns in horns of hubris, squeaking like a stoat, yet proudly the pup calls it poetry. The room laughed again, with Halli joining in. Then, Halli tripped across the room and opened his mouth to speak his verse. From his throat erupted a jet of vomit into Trudolf's face. His only composition that night, of which he seemed most proud.
Moss! Sing, my ravens. Is there a seaskull among you? Set the
During
mast!
my 19th winter, Stilbjorn ordered the construction of a new longhouse. A splendid hall you now see at Cornwall. To build this longhouse, he employed the help of 20 men. I was among them, as was Fradi, the strongest and stoutest man I had ever seen. We set about felling trees and hewing wood for timber. Fradi was the fastest of us, dropping 41 trees in only 2 days. On the third day, a spindly man called Nar was near upon felling his first tree. He had hacked it all the way around like some mad animal. When the tree fell, it did so in a direction he had not wished. Straight down upon Fradi. Nar called out, but it was too late. Fradi had only enough time to turn and face the doom bearing down upon him. With that, he raised his arms to embrace the timber hammer. The force of the trees falling drove Fradi deep into the snowbank, yet his arms never let go. He held that angry trunk as a lover. Like hounds, we scooped at the snow to reach him. We found Fradi 10 feet down, alive but in pain, still bearing the tree upon his shoulder.
Moss! Up! Sail! Catch the wind! Sing us a song. Let's hear a story.
I knew a crazed man about my age called Rokur, who we had taken to calling Rokur the Rodent for his habit of collecting axes. For 20 years he collected axes of all make and size. He had never seen a day of battle, but he swore to Thor that he would. In his 31st year, after drinking too much ale, Rokur seduced another man's wife. That man called a holmgang against Rokur. Rokur accepted the holmgang, and on the agreed-upon day, he laid out 12 of his axes and asked, "Which of these will I use to slay you? Will it be Bone Splitter?" he said. "My bearded blade inscribed with Seidr runes, affixed to a handle of English oak? Or Blood Fountain?" he continued. "My Dane axe, which swings through the air on 2 hands with the speed of an arrow's knife. Or might it be Twin Wolf Wounder?" Rokur growled, growing even more bold.
Now you pay for your sins!
Those! Fire! Fire! Ready! Fire! 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 Ready! Fire! 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 All right, back to the story.
Or might it be Twin Wolf Wounder? Rokur growled, growing even
Raise
more
the
bold.
mast.
Fierce pair of throwing axes. At that moment, the man who had challenged Rokur
Let the
brought a
sail
large
out.
stone down upon his head. Rokur died instantly, and his axes were given away as gifts.
Reef sail!
What's the matter here?
to cloak myself here.
Good morrow, good morrow. I stand here on behalf of the Lady Elette of Colchester, famed mistress of the flight. Do you seek an audience?
I have never heard of her.
Based on your appearance, I'm thoroughly unsurprised. Nevertheless, do you wish to challenge her?
I do.
Foolish. Yet to be graced by her presence may balance the pain of the loss you will most assuredly suffer. Lady Elette, you are called to the field of flighting.
Ah, a peasant. Come for a sound flighting? Please, place your paltry bet.
Take this.
A pittance, but I accept on the lady's behalf.
I have heard much about you, and none of it good. You've the softness and brains of a sheep. My verses are known all across this great land.
And it's more than the country can stand.
Simply awful.
Oh, you think you're so clever, I'm almost impressed that you managed to blurt something out. Yet I worry our skills are too deeply mismatched.
In the great art of flighting, I'm blessed.
Shameful performance, truly.
I should almost take pity on one so bereft, of beauty, of wit, and of skill. But instead, I'll persist till you beg me to stop.
You're exhausting, your words are but slop.
That one was rather off. Another peasant falls to the sparkling wit of the Lady Elette.
Oh, my heart weeps for you, and your frailty of mind.
I do hope you'll come and try again someday.
Trust me, I will.
Good morrow, good morrow. Once more, you seek an audience with milady?
This time, I will not fail.
How quaint that you think so. Milady, the stumble-tongued Norse person has returned.
Oh, pity this poor little chirpless bird. I will do my best not to harm you too badly this time.
I'll take your wager before you begin.
Take this.
A pittance, but I accept on the lady's behalf.
I have heard much about you, and none of it good. You've the softness and brains of a sheep. My verses are known all across this great land.
For they put all who hear them to sleep.
Not bad.
Oh, you think you're so clever, I'm almost impressed that you managed to blurt something out. Yet I worry our skills are too deeply mismatched.
I'll defeat you and banish all doubt.
Lucky.
I should almost take pity on one so bereft, of beauty, of wit, and of skill. But instead, I'll persist till you beg me to stop.
I think it's past time that I left.
That one was rather off.
Thus the Lady Alette has been beaten at last, by the one she was foolish to doubt. Now her herald must give me the sum of my bet, while Alette can but stand there and pout.
Ugh. Pay what is due and send this peasant away. I grow weary.
Of course, milady. Take your winnings, you have earned them.
Thank you. Attack on sight here. Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
Rush won't hide.
Knock
the idiot down.
With you well.
You're like a lame mule.
Never a quiet moment.
Must be blocked from the other side. Won't be gentle if they spot me. Show me. It seems Alderman Biersten has made this ruin his longhouse.
The barrel dry? Damn Biersten. His household is as poorly run as his lands.
Estrid is a good wife. Far better than he deserves.
You would say that, Adrian. Your wife acts like a sow in a skirt.
My sweater run is a worthy woman, you coxcomb. But she's an excellent cook.
With a fine nose for truffles.
If Biersten does not return soon, wine will not be the only thing spilled upon his floors.
Now, gentlemen, everyone is fractious with this waiting. Let us be civil at least.
Lord,
Ah, a heroic-looking Dane in our midst.
I am looking for Bierstan, the alderman of this shire.
Our lord is not at home, but his wife is receiving visitors upstairs, in her usual fashion. If you speak with her, pass on that we've run out of ale.
Disrespect you, lady. Sour ale in the air, muddy footsteps all over the floors. Ces Anglais sont des cochons.
Les Anglais sont des hommes.
And they've eaten us out of hearth and home. We have but one cask of ale and 2 roasted pheasants left.
Let us hope Bierstan has at least killed a boar or 2, or his thanes will add inhospitality to their list of complaints.
Cochon! Filthy swine!
Shoot, ma chère. There is no use fretting.
You! Guards will come at one cry from me!
Sheathe your blade, lady. I am Eivor of the Raven clan, here at your husband's request.
Another Dane. I am Estrid, wife of the Lord of Essex. As you may have heard, my lord is not at home.
You do not speak as one from here. Where is your home?
These rain-sodden bogs and fog-washed hills are not my home, thank Christ. I come from Francia.
My grandfather walked on Frankish sod. He spoke of an appetite for conquest that rivaled our own.
Sadly, my conquests are reduced to pettish thanes and graceless men, all Frankish fire extinguished.
I am weary of rounding up Saxons. Is your husband stolen, drunk, or wayward?
He'll be stalking the woodlands today, hunting game and ignoring the vital affairs of Essex. One such affair is why we called for you.
If I can find him, I will remind him of his duties.
Ah, such would be a miracle. His favorite haunt is southwest of here. The lavender fields there attract the prey, God help him.
With luck, he hasn't been eaten, but I will return either way.
Patience is a godly virtue, Adred.
Even the saints would tire of waiting for Beerstan to hang up his bow. Dear Estrid, we must discuss the affairs of this land, with or without him.
His men told the bringer must fit his men. If you hate one, these you loot to that. Hey, min winner till.
Meum est sordidum planetum revolutam, sed non novum. Ubilutam est. Tales pietate. Und lavabit apparatus quota non sit inventus, sed orbitet expector.
Marzo de Beoto.
Shulon lavanu! Undia!
You're dead!
Get behind!
Oh, my brother! Die!
My eyes. Hunting is a fine sport, but I hope the Elderman has not become the prey. No good comes from a camp this bloody. The remains of the hunting party. This one was savaged by a large animal. They were caught off guard as they supped. They were attacked by a beast. Something strong enough to kill a horse. Some large prey left these tracks in the grass. The hunters were prey to a large beast or two. I can only hope that Beastin still lives. Stretch your wings, Sunan.
Ready your weapon, or accept your fate as a feast for bears. Well fought, friend. I would not have survived this ambush without you. You have my gratitude to stumble upon me in my moment of greatest peril. Perhaps you were God sent.
I am Estrid sent. Your wife and the Thanes of Essex both want your balls on a blacksmith's anvil.
When do they not? You could return and report that the savage claw took me. Poor Beerstan, his exit pursued by a bear.
And make the beast Lord of Essex in your stead.
No doubt my Estrid would prefer his velvet paws to my calloused hands. So, who are you? A sellsword?
You speak ill of your wife. Has your love faded, or were you ill-matched?
As family, we are as close as Cain and Abel. She is a willful woman, and I am a bad husband. You know me, it seems.
Only by reputation.
A deliciously teasing sentiment.
I am Eivor of the Raven Clan. You hinted at an alliance for the loan of my unique talents.
Blood, yes. Let us return to Colchester at once, and we'll speak more of the delicate matter on my mind. I'm glad you answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. You lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights, and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet, lingering pain, paralyzing you with its sting?
There is pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping your things in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband. I have always been a plucked goose in matters of love, and a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Beerstan.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted bow, my eyes narrowing at the sight of prey.
Aye, that crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Beerstan.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
You must mark me if you think I'm capable of worry. Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of Wattle and Daub. I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Coin, imagination, talent.
And your people? Is Essex happy?
That is a question I never really ponder. I suppose they are. I hope they are. Alfred believes I rule like a chickless hen, flapping and squawking over nothing but the farmer's dinner.
He interferes.
No, he disapproves. Is that not infinitely worse? But look, we are nearing my hall. I must face the wolves at my door before we discuss your favor to Essex, Abel.
It may be I can speed your business along.
Ready to help me fend off the spears of their displeasure?
Let them speak their woes. I'll advise you if I can.
Who is this owl, Beerstan, that twitters in your ear?
An advisor, nothing more. Here to help Essex navigate her brewing storms. Now, my dear brethren, Adrid, perhaps you will start us off. What troubles you?
You're a disgrace, Beerstan. Couldn't get a sow pissed in an alehouse. Alfred's men are crawling all over Essex.
King Alfred, yes. Though it is within his right, the constant presence of his men is certainly an issue.
When the months are coldest, the mistletoe is full grown, cloaked in her winter strength.
Meaning that we should weather this? Stay strong? Yes, that's it. Not bend in the wind like stalks of wheat. And you, Wyatt, what do you say?
Your preparations for the Lammas festival. How can you think of spending so much coin when your people are starving?
Drink, be merry, eat your fill. Sing of great battles, for tomorrow we may die. There is no problem that mead and song cannot solve.
Do we not deserve such mirth? A great feast and happiness? The dark days of winter approach. Let us drink them away. And Aldrich, do you yap like a she-hound as Adrid does?
You know my thoughts, Bearston. The field. How can we give men to Alfred for his wars when our harvest suffers day by day?
Beware of sleep on a witch's bosom, nor let her limbs ensnare you, for she will not bring an early harvest.
Bosoms, that? No. I'm afraid I don't know what that means, Eivor. There! Have I not answered all your questions?
You are a stain on this Shire, Bearstan. Useless.
Useless?
That's right. Yet still you haunt my hall. Be gone. I haven't time for your squabbling. That ceased their prattling. A fine outcome, Eivor. The very soul of balance.
A firm hand is all you need, Björsten. Whether on your hunting bow or on your helm.
All this talk of hunting makes me long for the woods.
Your wife awaits, Björsten. Are you not worried some other man will drench your sheets with his sweat?
Ha! She does as she must. As do I. But you will discover this soon enough.
You have done the impossible, Dane. Returned my errant gander to his coop.
My pettish love. Such a stormy countenance clouds the sun of my return.
Your thanes drank the ale the abbot gifted us. All of it.
Now that is a tragedy my heart will not easily overcome.
If he looked at me with the same affection he shows for hunting deer, our marriage might have survived.
I noticed your love has gone sour. Was it fresher than this?
There is so little difference between love and hate. It's difficult to say where the sourness comes from.
So, what do you need of me?
Our affairs are more of heart than of state, Eivor. What little passion there was between us faded into bickering long ago.
We would have our freedom, Eivor. I from my wife, and my wife from Essex.
I am too sharp a weapon for so soft a task. Why not part and be done with it?
Oh, were I a Dane, and divorce as simple as a slit throat. But it's not so easy as that.
Does your god not allow husbands and wives to part?
Our god? Our king? There is much standing in the way of a joyous uncoupling. Ours was an arranged marriage, a political need, and not easily broken.
Explain yourselves, clear and plain, and I will do it. The poetry here is mind mud.
We had a plan, a simple plan. A woman lost and a woman found.
Some time ago, we paid a Dane to kidnap me and ferry me safely to Francia. As you can see, he did not deliver.
He was certainly thorough in other regards.
Some Norse can be quick to take coin and slow to earn it. If I give my word, it is not broken.
Could we try the kidnap again? Much of the planning is done. It would only take a more trustworthy overseer.
It should be a bold venture if we do. Loud and brash and seen by all.
During our Llamas festival, merry peasants and guards with wandering eyes.
Your return to Francia would need a swift ship, with a captain ready to leave England.
We could ask him.
I would have thought his steed and seamen spent.
Come find me in the market, Eivor. Our unwelcome guests require food and ale to soften their anger.
My wife is a gracious and attentive host, Eivor. The only thing that keeps my braying thanes at bay.
And the woman found?
A darling Maybud, Ulvida, my childhood sweetheart. I left her 20 years ago in Malden to marry my prickled pear.
20 years? Can an ember so cold be reignited?
We can hope. You must fan the flame. Find her, bring her to my lakeside cottage, and light a bonfire there. I will know to come. I believe she lived in the last house in Malden. A small, sweet place where fond memories were made.
I will do as you both ask, and ask Freya for success in this love game.
Good luck in your endeavors, Eivor. I pray you find my Alvida with a fair face and a yearning heart.
Now, should I look for Alvida first, or meet with Estrid at the marketplace?
She will remember, won't she? Yet what if she's married already? Or buried in the cold clay earth? No, I must not think on it.
Som du ville his enda grejer. Isha Lina
Where was the bishop? Gastra! Fluga! Fluga! Mild helmet.
Ah, drit! Brattela er!
You look like a man with a great weight on his mind.
My trading plans are blocked by King Alfred at every turn. Birston is a dear friend, but he manages Essex on whims and frivolity.
That must be causing you great problems.
It is. What an insight. Now please leave me alone before the brightness of your wit blinds me.
Hey, fellas!
This place would have been impressive once, a long time ago.
Where's Julian Berston? No! Oh, God!
I came first to help you. Your need seemed more pressing.
And now my marriage awaits your executioner's sword.
Will it not be strange to leave this place? You have lived here half your life.
Yes, But what is to keep me here? A loveless union and the dirt mounds of two babes who never took a breath.
You speak with some sadness. Has your time here always been tragic?
There have been tears, but also great passions. Love, foolishness, regret. Yet, is that not all lives? The best lived of them?
And what of our plan, the Great Lammas kidnap? Is this a Christian feast?
Yes, it's a wonderful evening. A blessing of the harvest, full of fruits and fires, drinking and dancing.
Revelers with muddy minds and glazed eyes. That's good for us. And what of the ship that will sail you home?
I know just the one, and her captain is full of fire. Come, I will take you to him.
I was there. I saw it.
His captain. Who is he?
Not much more than a boy in his 17th year. Full of youthful bravado.
A Saxon.
A Dane. Though Adred calls you raiders. He says that you are here to steal England.
Some may be. But I've come to settle a stretch of land. I'm not so keen to return to the winters of my birth in Norway.
Norway, ah! It must be beautiful. Rugged and fearsome, and cold as anything, the frozen north.
So cold that the light hangs in the sky. I rode for the Valkyries who carry our dead warriors to their eternal feast.
An eternal feast would be a merry end.
We are here.
This is a brothel.
The captain's name is Hrolfr, called Rollo in my tongue. Tell him of our new plan and agree to whatever reward he demands. He may take some convincing, for we did not part on the best of terms.
I will bring him round by force or persuasion. Just be ready for my signal at the Lammas festival. Rollo!
Please, I'm just a poor Christian brother with nothing left to give. Oh!
Someone's at the door, Rollo.
Oh, is it that hun I asked for?
Estrid sent me.
Did she now? As a parting gift for the man who rattled her bones, huh?
No, I'm here to collect you.
Can it wait?
Oi! Bring out the one they call Rollo. The king's men want to ask him a few questions.
No.
Just a second. Good day, sir. Come in.
Move! Some help here? Bloody fucking Danes! Open this door!
Out! Now!
Follow me.
We found your captain. Your friends are all trussed up. No one to help you now.
Estrid did not lie. You have fire.
And who are you to Estrid?
Only a friend. I am Eivor of the Raven clan.
Norse by the music of your speech. Then you must forgive me. Those Saxons knew about my camp. I was mind-drunk to leave my warriors behind.
Go to your men if you must. Only tell me where to find you. We have much to talk about.
Northeast of here, by the river's mouth. Follow me or come when you can.
Saxon bastards! Rollo the imprudent? I'll show them. I'll be Rollo the Gelder soon enough!
Or Rollo the Screamer if you don't keep it down.
Was it you who gave Ivar the Boneless his name? I hear talk of his deeds around the campfire, but his name I never understood.
He was boneless before I met him. Now he's bones on a pyre, that's all I know for sure.
And King Alfred? Can you imagine their king in the sky blanket Tyrsand our lands? He'd be bluer than my father on nights the mead is strong. He'd fall asleep in the snow with a dog keeping him warm. This talk makes me long for the old times. The good old times. People bound. It's worse than I feared. So many of my people gone.
And the rest at each other's throats. They believe one of your number is a traitor?
Lork and Gerhild have been at my side all season. I don't like to doubt them, but my people are taken and my ship is gone.
If the traitor lives, all of you are at risk. Let me talk to them. The innocent have nothing to hide.
Very well. But do not let Loki whisper lies in your ear.
While you were drinking and whoring, Rollo, the Saxons attacked us. And these two were nowhere to be found.
Neither betrayed us, Ake. Gerhild is my sworn shield sister, and Lork served my father well.
Seems like the Saxons didn't get all of Rollo's clan. I should speak to both and see if I can find some evidence around the camp.
The camp is well stocked with fresh rabbits and game.
This looks like a good spot to hide. Somewhere to wait out a Saxon attack. Gerhild, is it?
Aye. Rollo's sworn sword sister. I've served him proud and true. You cannot think I betrayed him?
Who are you to Rollo?
I am shield sworn, so long as England and that Frankish witch do not sway him from the true path. Our people deserve better.
I hear envy, but of Estrid or Rollo I cannot tell.
You know nothing, Ravenbeak. My concern is for my fellow Danes. You'll find no treachery here.
You were not here when the Saxons attacked.
I was hunting. There's fine game in the trees outside the camp, and our people need meat.
What was your prey?
Rabbits for stew. Rollo's favorite.
You're lying. I found rags and rags of game.
You got more wit than your face suggests. I went to meet a lad from a nearby village. Rollo's not the only one who dallies with locals.
That is all, for now. Lork, yes? What is your story?
You want to hear my story? And bring me a mug of ale, and we'll sit and talk as equals. Elsewise, you can hang.
How long has your sword served Rollo?
I owe his father a blood oath. If that means wiping Rollo's arse until I die, so be it.
And if Rollo was dead, that oath would be fulfilled. You must tire of battle.
I'll feast in Odin's hall one day, but not with the stain of dishonor on my hands.
Did you see anything at all?
Geralt talking with a Saxon. Couldn't hear them, but wasn't nothing good. Sure of that much.
Why should I believe you? You could be lying to save your own skin.
Ask her. Says she's loyal to Rollo, but I've known her since she was a babe. Full of spite and ambition, always was.
Where were you when the Saxons came?
Hunting rabbits, wasn't I? Sick to death of carrots and turnips. Then I heard Geralt shouting and all hell broke loose.
You're lying. I found a rack full of game nearby. Enough to feed the camp for days.
Told you! I was hunting.
Stick to that story and I'll tell Rollo to take your treacherous head.
I was sleeping in the forest, wasn't I? Heard Saxons tramping through the trees, so I hid. Not fool enough to face him on my own.
I have what I need for now.
While you were drinking and whoring, Rollo, the Saxons attacked us. And these two were nowhere to be found.
Neither betrayed us, Ake. Gerhild is my sworn shield sister, and Lork served my father well.
Seems like the Saxons didn't get all of Rollo's clan.
Have you made your decision?
Gerhild claimed to be hunting, as Lork did. Rabbit.
She rarely hunts. She's been a terrible shot since we were children.
Your shield sister is jealous. She thinks you neglect your people by sleeping with the enemy.
She always had ambition. But she accepted my leadership. Swore on her shield.
Lork said he was hunting, but your racks are full of fresh rabbits.
Why would he lie? Unless he had something to hide.
He tires of his blood oath, and with your death, he would be free.
He has become old and frail. But he served my father well. I would have freed him without bloodshed.
This man knew the Saxons were coming and hid. He was either in league with them, or a coward.
A sad fall for a great warrior no longer in his prime. Have you come to a firm conclusion?
I have.
Let me hear it. Both choices will pain me, but let it be the truth.
Lork betrayed you.
Lies! And curse you, boy, for letting this outsider sway your heart.
A shameful death on bloody Saxon soil. There can be no feast in Valhalla for a break faith.
He served my father, but he always thought me a callow lackbeard.
Nothing more can be done here, but your warriors might still be alive. And I will need your help after they are free.
There's a Saxon camp with a dock at Port Walton. It might be they were taken there.
I told you I was loyal. How dare you doubt me?
Forgive me, Gerhild. But even now, there are some who will. You should make yourself scarce for a while.
I've heard of a safer place than this south of Colchester. Let's you and I go take a look, shall we?
I am sorry that your people suffer, Rollo.
Thank you, Eivor. I have much to think on as we journey.
I'll leave you to those thoughts.
Get the murdering heathen!
Your life ends now!
My bones filled with waiting. When will he come to me?
God doesn't give a rat's ass about your love life.
Then do it for the money. I'm willing to pay good coin to someone who believes in true love.
I will not be caught up in your womanly schemes, you witch.
I know a few things about love.
Do you? Or did you hear the chime of my coin purse?
Does it matter?
No. Not when the village children pelt my door with vegetables, call me old maid and witch.
You need someone to protect you from children.
Leave your scorn. There is a man. We have been secretly betrothed for years, but his father refuses our union. So you will kidnap him and make it look good. His house is near here, surrounded by red flowers.
Oh, wait. I will kidnap him?
You will know my love by his red hair. And try not to kill his father. That will put a damper on our happy day. I will roast him a fat hen. Or a stew. Would he like that?
What do you see, Sunan? Rollo's men, caged like plump hens. The gods here are vigilant.
My thanks. The gods favor you.
The ravens will bring you Saxon blood!
Better keep our eyes open.
To battle! The underside must be barred.
Valhalla awaits us!
Must be blocked from the other side.
What's the meaning of this?
See! May Fenrir gnaw on your bow!
Now we discuss the terms of the kidnap.
Make the ship ready to sail!
Your axe arm is strong, Rollo.
Never doubt me, Raven Feeder. These Saxon king slaves did.
You showed great loyalty to your kinfolk. Stay true to that, and your name and deeds shall spread far.
Good advice. Such is my fiercest desire.
If it's renown you want, then aid me now. I have a task that will set your name ringing through the long halls.
Oh, tell me.
I need someone with a swift wave steed in good repair to bring the Lady Estrid across the sea to Francia.
Another kidnap scheme. Estrid is unshakable. All right then. Let we two triumph where one failed.
I need you stout-hearted in this, whatever your passions for Estrid.
We had our time together. Now that's done. I will not fail you here, nor her.
We will meet with your men inside Colchester, on the night of the Llamas Festival. I'm only borrowing it.
This place is heavily guarded.
Steady now! Ace me all!
Need to get on the other side.
Stop! You there! What? Pay for your sin!
The other side must be barred. Will Olvida remember a lover from so long ago? Would I?
Go, Sunan.
Goddess blood! Valhalla Rode!
The last house in Malden. All of it should be here.
Be chair Betty!
Have a look, Sunan. I should be cautious around here. I need your eyes, my friend. Be my eyes, Sunan.
Hit burns all the bringers must be.
Best not to draw attention here.
Nasby fången, gas fram!
I should not be seen in this area.
Leave me be, warmonger! You have my sister! Is that not enough?
Peace, boy. I'm not with these men. I came to speak with your sister, that's all.
A day in Essex. Now here's a day riddled with strange portents and happenings.
Why did they take your sister?
Some of Alfred's men beat a child of the village for stealing bread. My sister would not stand by and see injustice done.
Do you know where they're holding Alvida?
Yet another stay at the King's pleasure. The prison camp at Brentwood, far to the west.
I'll bring her to the lake house north of there. Meet us there if you wish.
If you promise you will find her, I will.
Sound. Almost human, but... gods.
Was pale as midnight mist, hair threaded with dew, eyes glassy, limpid, accusing, so beautiful, so pure. Please, my love, you must forgive me. I cannot sleep. I cannot eat.
Who do you speak to? There's no one here.
We are together now, wife. You will never leave my side, whispering in my ear like a moth's wings.
Where is that wailing coming from? It is as if the walls are crying out in anguish. This man is haunted by some terrible deed.
Your skin was pale as midnight mist, hair threaded with dew, eyes glassy. You blew upon the threads, and they severed. She is gone. Dust and bones. Dust and bones.
You have done some mischief here. I smell the blood. Murdered his love. Little wonder he's crazed with guilt.
Sunan, guide me. This area is off limits. Shouldn't be seen. Better be hooded. Show me what lies ahead.
We fight!
Go! Do your...
This must be Birsten's love, Alvida. They haven't broken her spirit. This key should unlock Alvida's cage.
You would cage me like an animal? Cock tossers! What? What is this? You're not one of them?
Stay quiet. I'm here to free you.
I cannot walk. My ankle. They were not gentle with me.
Then I will carry you.
Who are you? Who risked so much to save me?
A friend.
Of Elurch's? Yeah, my ankle. Oh, the pain. Gentler, please.
You'll soon be safe. Rest easy.
My leg. It pains.
We're almost there.
My bones ache.
Bless the saints! Here you are, sister, safe and well.
Rest now. Soon you'll be up and about again.
Alfida! Did they hurt you?
Takes more than some cockshy milksops to break my will. Beating a boy half to death for stealing bread? I'll not see it done.
Growling bellies mean nothing to those pay swords.
Ellerich, pay more mind to the world. It is cruel and dark for those who cannot stand up for themselves.
Alvira, could we speak in private?
He is a good boy. But without a father to guide him, he's grown softer than I'd hoped.
I am here, at the request of Alderman Birston. He wonders if you could love him again.
Love him? Dear old Birston, he remembers.
He does.
I've thought of him sometimes myself. But with my brother to fend for, I could not waste a life mooning.
He has thought of nothing but you, Alvida. And with his wife Estrid returning to Francia, he sent me to find you.
How it would work between me and him? I'm a poor woman. Have been always. But the alderman... Oh, God help me! I'll give him a go. How could I not? Oh, bless.
He will come if you call. At the lighting of the bonfire, he will ride here to meet you.
Ellerich, come you and sit with us. I have something to say.
My apple blossom girl. Is it really you?
It is. Though crows have left their footfalls around my eyes.
They still shine brightly, as when we were children. Has Eivor told you all?
Aye, she has.
And do you accept me, love? My heart feels like it will burst.
Now that you're reunited, what will you do?
Are we reunited? I must hear it from your lips, Alvida. It has been many summers, and I have aged ungracefully.
I will hear your wooing, Birston. God help me, I've nothing to keep me in Malden.
And this young lad is Ellerich, Alvida's brother.
Hello, your worshipfulness.
I am Birstan, nothing more or less. And you are a fine, strong lad of... how old?
19 summers.
He's all the family I have, Birston. If I'm to stay, you must welcome us both into your heart.
We have one half of our bargain done, Birston. I will return with news of the other.
Does this mean we're leaving Malden?
You are, my boy. To live with me in Colchester. Perhaps I can teach you the joy of the hunt.
Before you go, Ellerich, I would suggest a long, slow walk around the lake. I should leave them to their reunion. The next piece of this drama is the kidnap in Colchester.
Dear Birston, I cannot believe you would come for me after all these years.
I never stopped thinking of you, Alvida.
I had forgotten his charm. Still so boyish and eager to make me happy. Silly arse.
She has not changed at all. Her soft features, her earthy strength. She will make a good wife.
nos inductus in temptation,
Ut
sed
congregentur
libera
ad
nos a malo.
Marcus et dixit ad vulgares de terra superbus est lo venite audite verbum Domini in nos.
Why are you praying here?
We pray for strength to face the one within that cave. A devil in man's form who commands the beasts themselves. Many times we have seen him feeding the wild beasts and speaking with them. Even the wolves do not savage him.
Are you sure? You Christians are quick to name devil that which you do not understand.
The birds in this wood are restless and swift to attack. Only yesterday, a fox snatched a babe from its crib. Have no doubt, he who walks backwards is among us. Either he will come out of there, or we will go in.
Solum modo in paradisum. Pax aeterna est una via ad
Thor lends me strength. Is this the lair of a man or a beast? You keep company with the bear. Are you as the monk says?
The animals be my friends. I hear them, and they hear me. They hurt this one, now they want to hurt me.
But you have set your beasts on people before.
Thems that hurt my friends get hurt. But I never hurt no baby.
A beast's life is not worth a person's. You are a murderer. The monk is right to call you devil.
You're the same as all the others. Get him, Ewan!
Nor will fall prey to the beasts you command. Your devil is slain.
God be praised! Then we can go home at last. Take this as a sign of our gratitude.
Dominus autum et supplementum alquoter liquidae domino. Signatra unis pian vis
Let's go hooded here. Lead me. Be my eyes.
What? Time has come for you! Help!
see.
I wanted to wear a garland of meadowsweet in my hair. They say it will bring me your true love.
What's going on?
Hey, Eaches!
About this land, my friend. How are your people, Rollo? Recovered and ready for what tonight holds?
Lork's death hit hard. Many served long with him and relished his tales of warriors lost and battles won. Put that aside. We're ready now. What would you have of us?
Unleash your war dogs. Set things afire. Bring panic. Act like the barbarians they think us to be.
We'll stick their hearts with needles of fear.
Night will fall soon. Then is our moment to strike. Couldn't help it over here.
Odin owns you all! Power before your... Burns!
Stand down, you Saxon dogs! The Lady of Essex is ours!
Ready when the time comes.
God slaves! We pillage! Pillage and plunder!
I'm being kidnapped! Kidnapped!
Let's end this.
Guards! Guards!
You're coming with me!
Oh, desist, you foul Dane! Guards! Oh, woe unto me! Put me down!
Odin spared. You wouldn't fool a child with that howling.
Unhand me, fiend! Will none of you Saxons save me?
Stop you.
Alas! Alack! got you! Unhand me, you filthy Dane! Bilstan! My love! My love!
Pathetic!
Guards! Guards! We are safe enough to walk, I think. Aren't we?
Who assigned those guards to you?
Yes, I noticed as well. That was Thane Adred. He insisted. He does worry for me so. Oh, what a thrill!
Vengeance is ours!
Oh, what a thrill! My heart is racing.
Be glad it still beats at all. Your screaming drew half the guards in Colchester down upon us.
I wanted to give a good performance. My father always said I was quite the actor.
I won't deny your enthusiasm.
Did you not have even a little fun?
To steal away a princess. It did give a thrill.
A woman fights bravely against her abductors. Yet, what will they do with me now? Is my virtue safe with you?
It's not in danger.
It is done. And all that stands between me and my home now is a foaming ribbon of surf and silt.
You did well, Rollo. You and your people. Are you ready to sail?
Loki's hissing sun churns the waters between our coasts. We'll need time to rest as we wait for fairer weather.
Have a care then. Alfred's soldiers will be looking for Estrid, even if beer stands will not.
Now's not the time for such worries, Eivor. Tonight we celebrate. Let's get you some mead.
Birstan will meet you northeast of Colchester tomorrow. You have earned all my husband promised, and more. Come find me, if you like, away from these reveling Danes.
I should find Birstan. No doubt he's hunting again.
A rune's worthy of the tricks to know. They're even stolen by us mere mortals. I am proud of us. We did a good thing for Estrid and her lord. Maybe now we can all be happy.
That Frankish princess better not turn her nose up at me. I can't wait to be free of this swamp hole.
Feels stronger already. What is this place? This looks like an old cellar. The air reeks of stale wine. Are those barrels still full? Wine has filled the shaft, bearing my prize with it. I should be able to reach it now. The shaft. I can see something at the bottom, but it's out of my reach. A drinking horn. It looks valuable. A good find, I think.
You have my sincere thanks, friend.
See you, old friend.
There, old hound. Hold faith, for soon we'll be hunting.
Bierston, Estrid said you'd be here.
Eivor, dear heart. You who drew back the bow of Eros and reunited me with my one true love.
Have your thanes asked why you do not look for Estrid?
Pish. They have asked, yes. I said it was hopeless. Then I lay upon my couch, sobbing and wailing. A pretty show.
That may not be enough.
Tut. The wind is soft upon our faces, and I am far from the whispering doors of Colchester. Come, let's hunt!
What are we hunting now?
Boar! A majestic animal, don't you think? Driven by a fierce fire, blazing eyes, and sword tusks.
I once knew a strong-armed shield maiden who rode a boar into battle. She named it Bristlebolt.
How wondrously strange. Your tales are worthy of the hearing. We'll not ride our boars, but eat them. A feast, in Alvida's honor.
A feast for your mistress. Bierston, if this ruse falls apart, King Alfred will strip you of your title. Our alliance will be worthless.
Have no fear, I shall be discreet. We will eat and sup at my hall with a few friends and family. It is there our friendship will be sealed.
So soon after Lammas. Will people there not recognize me?
No, you are just one more Dane. And in that chaos, who remembers anything but the screams of dear Estrid?
These are your lands. I trust in your judgment. And how is Alvida?
She is a firebrand. We have rekindled our love as if we were teenagers. Even Ellerich is a welcome addition. A younger brother to me, yet more alike to a son. The things I should like to teach him. Ah, this is the spot. The best boar here. Come on, the feast table won't fill itself. table won't fill itself. My bow arm aches. We did well, Eivor.
A good hunt, Bierston.
And enough for one day, I think. Even my thanes will not go hungry with this catch, and they are as voracious as wolves snatching at my carcass.
They may give you grief, but I have been nothing but amused. They're a welcome change to warring jarls and piss-sudden politics.
You have brought us all true happiness, Eivor. I thank you from the bottom of a heart full up with joy.
Bierstan, the Heart Hound who sought his true love by searching the sad haven of his memory and finding her there.
Beautifully said, my friend. Beautifully said. Come, Percy, you hapless hound. Barely a boar worried. I do not know why I keep you in my employ. Home and hearth never used to stir the soul as the hunt did. But now my Alvidar is here. All is changed.
Bierston, you promised we would never be apart, not for one waking or sleeping moment, and already you're sneaking out to hunt.
For the feast, sweetling. We owe our mutual friend a great debt. One that I promised to repay over suckling pig and ale.
Sister, have you forgotten where you are?
I have a right to happiness, Outreach. Or am I to play nursemaid forever, you ungrateful pup?
Happiness, yes. But you embarrass yourself nightly, heaving and sweating with this ham-hock.
Hold your tongue, boy. Lest we both speak our truths.
What truth have you to speak? That you've returned to this fickle man who abandoned you years ago for a Frankish pet? A woman he paid this Dane to abduct in that lammish shadow play?
Mind yourself, boy.
Or that you let him sniff and paw you, and take him to your bed on the promise of nothing? The whole of Essex whispers now. He's married still, his wife freshly stolen, and you are no more than his...
I am the mother of his child, you whelp!
Child? Alvidar?
Please, my boy,
I will never forgive you for this. Never.
My lord, joyous news. God smiles upon us this very day. Estrid has been found by Alfred's men. They ride to her rescue as we speak.
I will not let this plot be undone.
Nothing is safe till they are away to Francia.
I will fix this, and one day I will call on you, and you will come.
You can count on it, my friend.
I wanted to tell you so many times.
Hush, Angel. Do not fret so.
He hates me. What have I done?
We must go after him.
He will not stray far, lamb. Much has been said this day, but if he is my son, our son, we must believe he will return to us.
Are you leering at me, Lord?
Your Bearston's High Dane, do not think what you did went unseen. Yet tell me one thing. Is Estrid safe and happy?
She's happy. That much I know.
Good. Now leave. And if we meet again, you will fall by my sword.
Estrid should have ruled this land. I would have followed her anywhere.
Help!
Gathram!
Max! Verschuldet Verstand! No!
Estrid is so close to freedom. I hope I'm not too late.
Rollo! Alfred's men have found you!
What? Found us how? Were we betrayed?
Gerhild, you protect Estrid. If she's taken, all is lost for Bearston. They will skewer us like suckling pigs.
Saxons! We have your whore queen! Come take her!
Gerhild, you fetid blood blister! Was it you?
Oh!
Treacherous she-wolf! Damn you!
Release the woman, Dane! She's unharmed, we may let some of you live!
Come from the north!
Here come the bastards! Protect Estrid! Prepare the ship!
I'll have your guts out!
Get to the deck, son!
Practice!
Eivor!
Estrid!
Gods! Gerhild the traitor? I should have listened to my gut. I always hated the way she carried herself, glared at me. This is my fault, Estrid. Mine alone.
Stop chiding yourself, Rollo. You could not have known it would come to this.
Can you move? I can pull the arrow from you, but I fear what pain it will cause.
I can stand, if I can lean upon you, Rollo.
If we stay here, we die. Come, sweet bird. I'll take you to the ship and we'll tend your wounds. You will see Francia yet.
When winter is past, summer will come and wind you in a flowered skirt. For you are beauty, and shall not wither. Take care of her, Rollo Stoutheart. And if you find yourself on England's shores again, I will welcome you in my hall. Estrid's wound was grave. She'll live long enough to see the shores of Francia. If only that.
Birsten got his end of the bargain, and Estrid is to Francia. I should return to Randvi.
Let's get out of here. Run up here! Strike up a tune.
If you have
got a story.
In the early days of the feud between Kjotve the Cruel and the Raven clan, there was a mad berserker called Kiar Robo. Kiar had pledged his battle fury to no king or jarl, and would give his oath only once each winter, for reasons nobody could fathom. One year, Kiar's sister Thora was married to Kjotve's brother Alrik, and soon Kiar was often seen in the company of that clan. But soon after, word came to Kiar that Alrik had abused his sister. When he asked Thora about this, she told him, "It is true." So Kiar invited Alrik on a hunting expedition. When they were away, Kiar slew Alrik and pulled off one of his arms. When he returned to camp, Kjotve asked where his brother was. Kiar shook his head and held out his hand, in which was an arm ring. "Your brother bid me give you this ring, Kjotve."
Bring the last down!
Kjotve took the ring, and with it came the entire bloody arm. "Your brother pledged his oath to Hell herself."
Hold on, good skeleton. Where were you?
"Your brother pledged his oath to Hell herself."
Master!
And he turned and departed. He was never seen in those parts again.
Sing us a song. We'll share a tale.
In my youth, I remember hearing the story of Kalda, a fierce young woman whose father forbade her from swordplay and raids. Kalda had skills to match or surpass any man in the clan. And so it was that her beloved Gapi asked her aboard his ship. Once again, Kalda's father father forbade her to leave, calling her soft and weak and fragile. But Calda ignored these insults and left. For a full spring, Calda and Garpi sailed the coast of Francia, raiding and plundering and taking much silver and riches. Then, in the early weeks of summer, a passing ship gave Calda the news that her mother had died suddenly. Calda was grief-stricken. Calda returned quickly home, only to find her mother there, alive and standing quietly beside her father. Calda was confused. Calda's father spoke with a sour voice. "I sent the tale of your mother's death, for you were insolent. But now you are home, where you must stay." Hearing these words, Calda pulsed hot with rage. She slew her father and fled back to her ship, then set a swift sail for the horizon.
Take the mast down! Raise the mast! Is there a sea skull among you? Sail! Catch the wind!
Unar the Ugly was an excellent sailor who could pilot a longship entirely on his own. This is why King Sigvaldi kept him around. In all other matters, Unar was a cruel, anxious, and humorless man. He was one of the most unlikable people I have ever known. One year, I recall we had invited some Carls from the Yngling clan to dine with us. As we were serving ale, we came to find that we had none left. It so happened that the ale had run out just before reaching Unar's hall. This raised in him a word storm, and he accused Sigvaldi of treachery. Every man in the Longhouse jeered at Unar for raising such a fuss. This made Unar angrier than before, and he stormed out. A short time later, we heard him yelling through the door of the hall. "I set this scorn pall upon the men of Yngling for their dishonor!" We looked outside and saw that Unar had severed one of the heads of the Yngling's horses and stuck it upon a hazel branch. When he saw us gathering at the door, the Yngling Carls among us, Unar panicked and ran. He was not seen for many months.
Sing, my ravens. We need an epic tale.
A story from my youth. This one has no lesson to be learned or message to be gleaned. Often my father liked to take me on hunts in the forested lands east of Avaldsnes. I loved these solitary times with him. I had never felled a beast myself. My father thought that this upset me. I was only a boy, but I had the dreams of being a man. So one winter, my father asked me to perform a bargaining ritual to the goddess Skadi to improve his bow skill and snow science. With glee warming my heart, I cut a hare and sacrificed it to the goddess, asking in exchange of skill and sight for my father. When the ritual was done,
need to row our way out
into the forest.
More
We hunted all day until night fell, and we slew no game. That night, around the fire, I was sullen. My sacrifice had not been heeded, yet seeing my sad face, my father only smiled. "Had you been hunting," he said, "you would have killed 6 fine deer." For Skadi hears only those who speak to her.
Yeah, I don't know what to say yet.
Lower the mast! Set the mast up! Let's have a song. We'll share it. Sail out!
There was a woman called Nal, who came by ship to Fornburg and heralded, demanding to meet King Sigvaldi, Styrbjorn's father. Nal was from Gautland. She was tall and rugged and strong, and everyone who walked near her said she smelled of men's blood. When her message was sent to our king, Nal was made to wait a full day. Yet she did not complain. She watched the waves and sang songs. Night came and went, and still Nal sat by the shore of the fjord singing her songs. She skipped rocks with children and smiled. As the afternoon of the second day approached, King Sigvaldi's messenger reappeared. They spoke quietly together. At last, The messenger stood back and waved to some men nearby. 3 men bearing 3 chests of silver approached quickly. They set the chests of silver in Nal's ship and stood back. Then Nal stepped forward, swinging a large, bloodied sack before her. Nal opened the sack and emptied it on the shore. 7 pairs of hands tumbled to the ground. Nal then mounted her ship and sailed away.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.
Hey, hold here!
I intended to use it. Please, calm down.
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you set in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You'll state your cases and I'll hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able. Gudrun, you may speak.
I've been robbed, Abel. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrawls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wished to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something, and now unreasonably seeks its return.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet. Let me speak. After careful thought,
It is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children, and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
Sigurd, the punishment must fit the crime. Your judgment is cruel and unfair.
Cruel and unfair? Oh, no. No, you have it backwards. I am the definition of what is fair and what is not. I am your Jarl, the source of all right and wrong, the Lord of justice in this place. Without rank, without order, without a chain of command, life cannot endure. Chaos will reign. Do you understand?
As my brother and my Jarl, I back you, Sigurd. But in the face of injustice, I cannot help but speak.
Have you never in your life known when to hold your tongue, Eivor? Nor defer to those wiser than yourself? My judgment stands. 30 times the sailcloth's value. That is final.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Thank you, Holger. And please, do not let this blunt our friendship. I did not mean for this to escalate.
No, I understand. You were well within your rights.
My love.
Sigurd.
Leave me be.
If you wish it.
I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you have seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid. But nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him, as we take care of our own. We are his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
In Essex, I played a matchmaker and a heartbreaker. An easy way to forge an alliance. But let us stick to war and diplomacy.
Understood. Thank you, Eivor.
Thank you for treating me. He's found a family among your clan.
He's more than welcome here. As are you.
A message has come.